Welcome back, Corrupted Gaming Show. Is this your first time live streaming? Well, no, YouTube, it's not. This is like I've done it at least twice before. At least. Hello everybody, how are you doing? I love when YouTube asks me like really dumb questions and then it like pulls up a little thing and it's like, rate between these emojis which emotion you're feeling, and I'm like, you know, I've already streamed before. What time is it? Yeah, we're doing it a little early today. It's finals weekend and it's a little bit hectic here, so I don't know if I can guarantee that I can do a stream at 9, but I can guarantee that I can do one now. So let's go ahead.
Hello everyone. Slight update to the plan there.
So like, tell me, do you guys like this style of Chris? Like, do you think you'd enjoy his old videos if they were all done in like this fucking long view? And like, it's kind of yellowy. That's kind of classic Chris. Do you like those classic like shitty low quality yellow, or do you like this? Why is his phone so shaky? Because he's holding it. Like, I'm a diabetic and even my hands don't shake as hard as his. It's all the caffeine he drinks.
Thank you.
His old ones, you like that style more? Wait. You're telling me that you don't like vertical camera Chris in a bra massaging his tits? Are you telling me that right now? Wow. I'm honestly disappointed in you guys. I thought you guys would have, like, you know, better taste than that. My first... Chris, stop. Estrogel. It's my first Christian stream. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Does Chris have breast implants? He doesn't, no. Chris is just incredibly fat. And he goes out of his way to make his breasts larger, actually. He does things like massage them, and I believe he's... I don't know if he's taken hormones, actually. I don't remember if he went through with that. I think he did. I'm not sure. This needs to be in slow motion. Well, he's just talking now. You know, I don't actually know what Estrogel is. I apologize for my ignorance. Let's go ahead and Google search Estrogel. Estrogel. Okay. What is Estrogel? Yeah, tell me, Estrogel website. Whoa, did that come with audio?
Estrogel.
Excuse me?
Estrogel.
Yeah, Google?
Estrogel.
Alright, I guess we're wrong. It's not Estrogel, it's Estriol.
Estrogel.
Yeah, okay, cool. At least I know that now. Alright, so Estrogel provides effective relief of the following menopause symptoms: moderate to severe hot flashes, moderate to severe menopause changes in or around the vagina. But Chris said you're supposed to put it on your stomach. Does he not know what Estrogel is? Continuous relief from these menopause... Okay, why is he rubbing menopause lotion on his tits? And why did he say it goes on his stomach? That's not where his vagina is. Comes with a hormone spatula. I don't know, maybe like I read the wrong sort of cream, but he's saying it's Estrogel, so I don't think you're supposed to put this on your boobs, or like anywhere that isn't your vagina. Does Chris still listen to those hypnotic videos that that make him think he's growing a vagina? Yeah, Chris listens to hypnotic videos. Not just for that, he listens to hypnotic videos to cure his autism. I don't think he listens to them anymore because he's convinced his autism is cured. Excuse me, can I hear that one more time, please? Can you hear that one more time? In slow motion? So I understand what you just said to me. Butter me with that Estrogel, daddy. Whoa, you know, I should play this on someone's TV in my dorm. That'd be great. I'm sure they'd love this.
3 to 7 day break for the remaining days. up until where you start up the routine again for the following month.
Yeah, Chris likes to listen to hypnotic videos thinking they'll do different things, like grow a vagina, grow your boobs, etc. Just out of curiosity, like, who's in my dorm that I can cast to? Oh, Gremlin and Roku. I forgot there's 2 people here that I can do that to. Huh. Well, I'm just gonna not do that, because... Oh, well. Okay, cool.
The vibrating brazier, or at least what I did, I took a couple of remote control vibrating eggs at Tech.
Excuse me?
AAA batteries,
Excuse me?
at the very least, or AAA's, yes, they could be easily replaced.
Am I watching a tutorial on how to put eggs in your tits?
Yeah, I tend to keep my
And then vibrate them?
slip them one right there.
Excuse me?
Where the wire is facing my back. So from there, and then I just turn them both
Is this actually happening?
full blast.
Yeah, put them up to full blast.
Well, let that go on for about 15 to 30 minutes a day.
Excuse me?
And I have found that after the first week of trying this, I have found a significant increase in my...
So what you're telling me is that if I rub Estrogel on my taint and then attach vibrating eggs onto my dick, it'll make my dick bigger. You know, you ever see those ads where it's like one secret that scientists don't want you to know about penis size? Like, this is it. This is it right here. You're getting those secrets right now.
And even if it...
BRB showing my trans friend. That's a good idea. I should show my friend. I'm sure she'd love it. I'm gonna tell her that she's been doing her whole life wrong. That this is the real way to go. Oh, I'm sure she'll love that. I can assure you she will not. Actually.
Tips, I definitely recommend going to Violet's channel. I'll put a little...
Oh, good. He's gonna show us some other people who are just as good as him. I'm sure. You know me, I don't like to make fun of other YouTubers in terms of like what they're doing. Chris is an exception because he's just something else. I don't like to cause YouTube drama, but I mean, if Chris is you know, advocating someone, I do have to at least take a look. Let's see, what does this person do? Well, I can tell you they're doing a lot better than me, Jesus Christ. But, my name is Violet, and I'm a male to female transsexual. Currently, I'm running a channel to try and help the trans community. I'm not sure what the long-term goal of this channel will be, but I do hope that I will be doing something on this channel even when I get tired of talking about trans-related topics. Oh, that's nice. And you have a Patreon, look at that. Sure, let me check that shit out. Maybe this person's, like, actually not insane, and Chris is just crazy. Damn. I'll tweet your name. I should have put that as my reward. Actually get me to use Twitter for once, Jesus. I will paint an original small to medium-sized watercolor that I will send to you. Hey, that's like what I do, too, where instead of mailing a watercolor to your house, I'll mail DVDs of Nicky Deuce, signed by me, and I'll draw a picture of Gibby just for you. Oh, Jesus. Well, this person seems completely respectable and not insane at all, but then again, this is just a cursory glance. For all I know, they could actually be insane. I feel bad. I feel bad. Could you imagine just, like, making shit, like, making videos and having Chris acknowledge them? It's just weird. Why does Chris think dressing like a woman will get him a girlfriend? Because someone told him to get in touch with his feminine side, and he took that very literally.
I finally have received a response from GameStop, but I just would like to go on record that if it turns out that if this letter was not real, turned out to be a prank from somebody in the mailroom of GameStop, possibly at the very least, then you need to tell me directly and what the deal is.
Could you imagine being so paranoid that you would imagine that someone in GameStop headquarters is sending you prank mail? That's like an Onion article. That's like, I was expecting a love note from my lover, but actually I just got prank mail from GameStop. Like, that's not even like a real thing that happens, you know? Christ. This is in fact after Chris has been banned from the GameStop. Yes, we have already passed that point in the streams.
With that, I'll read the letter right now. December 4th, 2015. Dear Miss Chandler, This letter is to inform you that your petition to remove your existing ban from our GameStop retail locations in Charlottesville, Virginia,
Krusty
was
Krab is
received and
unfair.
forwarded onto our corporate
Get me on.
safety and law
Krusty
enforcement
Keanu.
team for
Bud, you made a typo.
for review.
You made a little bit of a
I'll
typo,
assign
my
the
friend.
Case number and have referenced the existing legal files concerning the attempted assault, quote unquote, on one of our employees on
Chris, you can't quote unquote the word assault. You sprayed pepper spray at him. You sprayed a class, what was it, class 1? I don't know what they're classified as, but he shot a guy. That's the equivalent. Pepper spray is the equivalent of a gun in Virginia. You might as well have shot a guy. Tony, please, I'm aware I made a typo. Everybody in the chat knows too, because it's in the chat forever. Why am I so awful to people? My goodness.
We take the safety of our employees and customer base very seriously and believe that the precedents set by your previous behavior and the threatening tone of your letter towards one of our valued employees unfortunately indicates
This is what happens when I stream at weird times. People who aren't able to make my streams are able to, you know, make them. And I get a lot of first-timers here.
Where you are no longer permitted entry for your convenience. Please be aware that our employees will be instructed to contact local law enforcement for the immediate intervention if you should enter the premises at any of these locations. We hope that you will consider our GameStop online.
I love when Chris just like immediately scowls. Like that's the point when he realizes.
Alternative to all of your game-related needs.
Wait, let me just I want to see that one more time. He just scowls. Like that's the point where he just like realizes he's not getting back in.
Online resources as a viable alternative.
I don't understand why Chris wouldn't want to be able to buy things online. Like he doesn't like going out places. I don't know why he would want, why he's upset. I think it's just because he's been told no. I really don't get it. I get it, but like I don't want to, you know? Tony, what do you think Chris will do next? That's not a question anybody can answer, honestly.
Statewide. Everywhere in Virginia, all the GameStops in Virginia, essentially. Which, that just really pissed me off. Really pisses me off.
Oh no.
But I did not mean anything threatening in my letter. Their interpretation was quite off. And
yeah?
things made it worse. I mean,
you threatened them in your letter by saying that they're 4
stores.
Okay, so if you guys don't remember, on the other stream, Chris read a letter out loud. I believe he read this on camera. If you didn't, I'll tell you about the letter. Basically, his letter was to GameStop saying because they banned him, he's going to report them to the LGBT something. I don't know. I think he thinks that LGBT people have some sort of high council that he can report to. The Council of Dick Elders, I suppose. Yeah, so he basically said, the long and short of it is that if they don't unban him, that it's a hate crime against gays and lesbians, which is essentially a threat, which is exactly what he did. He just said he didn't threaten them. So, yeah. Is he still banned? Yeah, Chris is still banned. Not just from GameStop. He's actually banned from GameStop, Walmart, I think, too. Best Buy, and the entire mall that he used to go to all the time.
We need to step it up. Everybody, go to your local GameStops and bring up a sign of your own, and write on that quote unquote GameStop. Bloody unfair to autistic people and lesbians.
It's a
gay,
perfect example of Chris making problems out of nothing.
Queer people. This will certainly be forwarded to the.
Will the Dick Elders shoot their fucking lasers at the GameStop folks? Probably. They're gonna shoot all the fucking lasers at them.
Oh, and just to note, to take this to counter their attack, I have found and learned of a few other flaws in their plan, of which I am to quote, I have them written down, among which...
He talks about them like they're this supervillain from a cartoon. It's hilarious.
a lot of people, lots of people, with hardly a reason other than I don't know Lord knows what. What is the bloody past memory in those people in that corporate office to turn them into such cruel, soulless, heartless, bleeding bastards?
What is the past memory
aside from that
made them
also
upset?
Do not sell anything Battletoads. No Battletoads anywhere in any GameStop. No Battletoads. Not even the rare remake on the Xbox. No Battletoads.
Excuse me?
Totally discriminate against Battletoads. Everybody loves Battletoads.
Hold on.
Y'all should be siding with me on this.
Hold on, right quick. Let me just here. You know what? Let me pull that up on the screen. Actually, we can take a look here. So yeah, I don't actually remember if the Battletoads remake is actually on a disc, or if it is a digital download. Let me see. Digital or whatever, remake Battletoads. I don't actually know if there is a remake of Battletoads. I'm just curious if Chris is upset that they don't sell the remake of Battletoads. Because if they did, in fact, remake Battletoads, right? I'm assuming they would remake it as a digital download. Because I don't see them putting it on a disc. That doesn't make sense. It's rare replay? Is that like, what is that? Is that like a big digital collection that you can download off the Xbox Live Marketplace? I assume that's what that is, yeah. I'm not up to date on my Battletoads knowledge.
And among which,
that's what I'm saying, like, why would you be upset that they're not going to release a digital item
video game
in a physical box, you know?
Or otherwise possibly new that they cannot sell. You know what they do?
Oh, it's a collection of all the rare games on a disc? Oh, that's really cool.
NES game of Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt.
Well, okay, well, now that you've told me that, let's actually, okay. Let's actually see if that's true. Let's see if Chris is just fucking lying. I'm curious. Can I get this? Wow, I can. Rare replay by Microsoft. Get it pre-owned. I can buy it new. I can buy a download for it too. So Chris just lied right to my face. Look at this. I can see. Look, oh, Cameo's fucking good. I remember that. That was one of like the first games on the original or not original Xbox, the 360. Cameo was good. You know, I actually liked Nuts and Bolts. It wasn't a horrible game. Except it was. Like, if it just wasn't Banjo-Kazooie, the game would have been a lot better. Could have started a new IP. But no, they had to fuck it up. Good, not great. How can you say it's good but not great, but you gave it an 8 out of 10? I don't... How did you give everything a 10 except the gameplay? Okay, yeah, okay, for people out there who do reviews of things, if you're going on a 0 to 10 scale... Don't be a fucking idiot and do what everybody does and use 7 as the average number, because that's fucking dumb. Like, do 5 out of 10. 5 is average. 6 is above average. 4 is slightly below average. You just gotta, like, go from the middle and then work your way up from there. I hate when people think 7 out of 10 is average. 7 is not in the middle, which is what average is. Okay? It's just, it's just so dumb. Maybe it's just me. I really just don't understand. I guess in America, a C is 70%, but I don't look at it that way on a number scale. If you're giving it a C or a 70%, I guess, I don't know, but 7 out of 10, it's just the 0 to 10 scale that frustrates me. I don't know why.
All my vintage brethren. Vintage gaming.
I get the reasoning. It's, again, because of the C is 70%, which is average, but it's, I don't know. It's just something about it that slightly frustrates me.
And even worse, here's another bit.
Tony is trans-7-phobic. I'm transphobic towards 7 specific trans people.
Any used games or any any games at all.
I don't know. I don't know,
Guess
man.
what? They downright refuse! They do not donate any video games whatsoever. Used, new, none they could sell ever.
Chris, I don't
No
see
donation.
I don't see you donating any of your Lego.
So therefore it is quite outright. GameStops are quite outright.
What does that mean?
So therefore,
What does quite outright
response
mean?
to, among these and the other reasons among YouTube videos and internet searches of what part
The dictionary definition of the word outright is adverb 1, altogether, completely. And the second is immediately. Like, the impact killed 4 horses outright. So what you're telling me is that GameStop is quite immediately? That doesn't make sense. Or are you telling me that GameStop is completely altogether? Which, if that's what you're telling me, that's not helping your case. Because if you're telling me that they are completely altogether, you're telling me that the company is good. Christ almighty. This is a perfect example of Chris's ability to, like... He is making a gang sign, I didn't even notice. I didn't pause that on purpose to get that, but... It's a perfect example of Chris not understanding the English language as he is isolating himself. The more he is isolated, the less he seems to understand English and the proper way to use it.
GameStop
It's...
does
my god.
to a lot of people.
How many Chris... How many rings does Chris need? Well, he needs a lot of them.
We must protest. Cancel any pre-orders. And certainly
That classic
not use their online
Claw of
resources
Doom.
for further purchases. And if I am imitating any accent, it is quite accidental and coincidental.
I get the feeling that is completely untrue if you felt the need to point it out to me.
Not to be threatening to anybody in particular.
Bud, you just threatened an entire company.
But this to reflect how upset I am.
His hair is disgusting. I can't comment on this. How do I comment on this? Christ.
People who work there discriminate against Battletoads. They fight more than just me. They discriminate against autistic people, the lesbians, gays, bisexual, transgenders, and the queer. They discriminate against Battletoads.
Bud, you can't say that you're not threatening them. If there's one thing that makes me just unnecessarily angry, it's Chris doing hand motions. Like, I paused on the last video when Chris did that thing where he wiggled his finger. I don't know what it is about Chris moving, is like doing things like hand movements for dramatic. It just makes me, like, this right here is the most frustrating fucking thing in the world for me. I don't know why.
They discriminate against Battletoads.
You bet they do.
Destroyed all the
This, I don't... What is it about this that makes me mad? You know what? I think I realized it. It's right... Okay, it's only for like a split second, but I figured it out. Oh, he looks hilarious. It's the thing... Okay, here's the problem. It's that, right there. If you don't know what I mean, let me explain. It's the fact that Chris doesn't understand when to stop. That's it, I figured it out. I fucking figured it out. Hand movements and gestures, not upsetting at all. I do them all the time. I talk with my hands. It comes with being Portuguese, trust me. It's the fact that he doesn't know when enough is enough. It's the fact that he keeps going. Like, he stopped talking, but he kept doing that. Fuck, I know, it's like, I'm getting really nitpicky, but Christ almighty. I don't know what it is.
Not only to get me unbanned statewide.
It's just so upsetting, my god.
But to make them not so discriminative.
Is that a word? I don't think discriminative is a word. Is that a word? Hold on.
Unfair to autistics, LGBTQ, Battletoads, and pretty much.
Okay, that is a word.
The unsold.
Sometimes Chris talks and I don't understand what he's saying because his words don't work in sentences, and then I question if they're words at all. I think yeah, discriminatory was definitely what he was fucking trying to say, but discriminative did not. I don't think it fit there.
Thank you for your continued support. Oh, the amiibo figures. Guess what? There's still Toys R Us. There's still Walmart. There's still Target.
Yeah, well, you may have banned me from your store, but guess what? I can still buy amiibos at other store, Amazon. Fucker.
There is
Get shit on.
eBay and Amazon. So,
You hate it because of a childish idiot talking to you like you're a kid. That's a pretty good way to look at it. Tony never notices me.
henceforth,
I notice everybody,
so the orders on
whether
Etsy
you realize it or
will be
not,
honored,
bud.
very much so. Thank you very much.
Why doesn't Chris get a decent blue wig? Because taking time to put on the wig is too much effort. You have to maintain that wig. Like his hair, he doesn't have to maintain that. He just... Fucking mighty lesbian shirt. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in all of these Christian videos of him in his new house, you'll notice he has these little bottles everywhere. That's hand sanitizer. Chris sanitizes his hand like every fucking time he touches one of his cats. If you guys are wondering what that is. You'll see it later on. He does it, like, on camera. I just find that interesting because he regressed, because he stopped using hand sanitizer for a little while and then continued to use it. When Chris was in public, he'd used to have that and just put it on all the time.
I'll look into it. I'll make a short wish list on Amazon.com, but I also accept.
Chris thinks so highly of himself. Let me tell you what's happening in this video. Chris, right here, thinks so highly of himself that he thinks he can make an Amazon wish list. Like he's a goddamn cam girl, just make an Amazon wish list, and that people will just buy him all the things from it. That is what's happening in this video right now. Can you imagine? Can you imagine just thinking that people are just gonna buy you things? That you could just make a wish list and like random strangers on the internet are just gonna buy you shit? Just because you made Sonichu? Could you imagine? He's telling you what stores are acceptable to buy him gifts from right now. My god. I also don't think he understands what donations mean, because it's not a donation if you're offering somebody a product in return. That's a service. Huh. Pay bills.
Yeah, I do have a court cost to pay after.
Who pays bills? Who pays bills in Chris's house? Not Chris. Whoa, stream. Why'd you break? Now I gotta fix it. I think Chris broke my stream. Oh, did he fix it now? Oh, there we go.
That's a whole different story anyway.
Doesn't Chris get government money? He does. He does get government from the... He does get money from the government, yes.
But we'll just forget about it. We'll continue the embargo and think more upon the pleasant thoughts like the holidays.
Didn't my stream crash the last time Chris had a cat on camera? I'm pretty sure the last time he was holding his cat, and the cat started yelling, the stream just like broke.
Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Man, that was weird. I feel like the internet probably just cut out in my dorm. Oh shit, I have a story to tell. I'm gonna tell this story, because people like when I tell stories, apparently. So, I live in a dorm called Random South, and there's another dorm, like I can spit at it through my window, that's how close we are, called Random North, right? And we're both, the layout for the buildings is exactly the same, except everything is reversed in these two dorms. And Random North, the dorm right across from me, was vandalized yesterday. Someone went into the dorm and they clogged up every toilet, every drain, turned on every sink, every shower, and then fucking flushed the toilets 1,000 times and flooded the entire building yesterday. And I was talking about it with my roommate. I'm just like, holy shit, what's going on over there? Like, I was trying to figure out why someone would do that. And my best guess is because my college right now, there's currently like a big scandal happening, so the school's divided in two, basically. So I assume one group went over and fucked over the other group. But then when I was talking with my roommate about this fucking flooded dorm, the fire alarm went off. And, like, nobody... And they, of course, they all just walked over... It was cold, so they all walked over to our dorm. And just stood in our kitchen or whatever. And I went down there to fill up my water bottle to sort of, like, listen in on them to hear. Because everybody in my dorm was curious, but nobody wanted to ask. So I went down there and, like, you know, listened to what they were saying. And nobody knows why what was happening. Nobody was cooking. Like, sometimes the shit happens here, like the fire alarm will go off. Because somebody's trying to cook and like the smoke detector picks up the food because it's too hot. Like the steam will set it off. But nobody was cooking food, which means that somebody actually set off the fire alarm yesterday, which means that there was a fire, like a small one, because it didn't spread, I guess. Like it was in the basement, I guess. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's like a thing that just happened. Somebody vandalizing shit. Also, somebody's wallet was stolen, and somebody's computer was stolen. Something else was... Oh, and somebody's pills. Somebody's medication was stolen, too. No. Chris is like, oh, does the cat love me too? The cat just leaves. Cat's like, no.
Have a good, safe day. Thank you.
Thanks for that update to tell me about your cat and your Amazon wishlist, Chris. Why did it just zoom? Why did it just zoom in? What?
Have a good, safe day.
Wait, no, I gotta see that again in slow motion. Why did that just zoom in?
Thank you.
It's like somebody edited it for comedic effect. Oh my god. It's so subtle, I love it. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh my god. This one. Alright, well this one is just Chris dancing, so let me find some appropriate music for this. Who's got some good music? Who's got some silly music? Just throw out music suggestions, I'll play some music over this. I'm sure it'll make my video unwatchable in every country ever, but you know. Let's see. Let me see. What kind of music can I put over this? I'm trying to think of something. I could put my dick. Play some JoJo music. I do. Oh, fuck. I got some JoJo music. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I've got some JoJo music on standby for this. No, where is it? No, I want Taiga's version. The good one. Oh, fuck yeah, kid. Fuck yeah. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Is this muted? It is. Woo! This intro is pretty good, yeah? The song of crazies indeed. Whoo! Why did that fit so well?
Season's greetings and happy
Why the
holidays.
fuck did that fit so well? Oh my god. I was really hoping it would say breakdown, like right when he pressed the button there. That would have been so
A
good.
new variation
Just like how
of
Kira does it.
with a little bit of old.
Bites
A
a dusto.
variation of a Christmas classic.
Oh
All
my
Days
god,
of
that was
Christmas.
hilarious.
But we'll skip the repetition and somebody else can put the singing parts with the tune.
Chris,
So
stop.
with that,
He's gonna sing the worst Christmas song.
on
The
first
12 Days of
day
Christmas. I hate this
Christmas,
song.
to me, the instant classic, the Japanese transistor radio. It was a Nakashima Mark IV. That was the model that was discontinued. It came in a leather carrying case with holes in it, so you could listen to it. And it came with this low wire head.
Chris is very proud of himself in this one.
Anywhere because
Very, very proud of himself.
on the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me the numerical alphabet. Alright, so
I want you to look at how proud Chris is of his ability to make this song.
guess what? That is a capital Q
Like,
in the
this
first
is,
step.
you know,
To the Q. And with the unanimous decision, my own mental head, 2 is officially a letter.
this is Chris trying his hardest.
2 and a 5. You also get
Every time you add music, Tony, it's perfectly synced. I don't even time that. JoJo music just goes well with everything.
Alphabet. 0 is an O, 1 an I, and an L. With the common link to number 7, that's also an L.
The KND 12 Days of Christmas is the best version. Oh, dude, the KND version is great. That's actually
And number
very
3
true.
is the, EMNW.
Can we please have the JoJo music back?
And,
No.
shoot. 4 is a H and a Y. Hi. And also, like the number 6 and 9, 4, 6, and 9 are B, D, P.
Stop.
Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it can only be.
You know, sometimes I get messages from people that are like, Tony, why don't you comment more on Chris? Why don't you tell us about the history of Chris Chan in some of these streams? And I'm like, bud, this is episode 28. Like, we got a lot of shit on Chris, but honestly, this is episode
Fish.
I'm going into battle, and I need your freshest clothes, clothes salesman. You're not fresh enough to have my clothes. My clothes are fresh enough for the saltiest platoon. Let alone a normal squid like yourself. You're not fresh enough.
So, like, it's episode 28, okay? Like, I've done 28 of these goddamn Chris Chan episodes. And eventually, even I run out of stuff to just say. And I apologize, I'm sure people want to hear me talk about Chris Chan, like, in the Chris Chan streams, but Christ almighty, when I get to Chris singing the 12 Days of Christmas, I just shut down. Like, that's just, like, I've reached my limit, you know?
Fish.
Fresh.
I've got a fish. Would you like to make a wish?
Stop.
You got yourself a fish? Now order
Stop.
a side dish.
Stop.
Make a wish
Stop.
on the 4th day of Christmas.
I'm getting cancer. Can I make a wish foundation to make this stop?
Rather, she reminded me that I have not forgotten anything or anyone.
You're not fresh enough for my clothes.
Oh fuck, I just spit on my keyboard.
The jazzy
Saying fresh in that voice makes me spit on my keyboard, apparently. Disgusting.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me the job of picking up sticks. On the 7th day of Christmas...
Did Chris just call himself a faggot? Did he just call himself a faggot? I want that, like, on record.
The job of picking up sticks.
That's exactly... He just did that. That was him. He did that. I didn't do that. Like, that wasn't a troll. That was him. He just did that on his own.
Angelic women and ladies of all races and religions and whatnot make
What knock?
bisexuals straight,
Spit on me, daddy.
the drag kings and the trans males that have not had the operation change yet whatsoever.
What is going on?
Sorry, dudes. And then on the sorry, dudes.
That laugh.
And then on the 8th day of Christmas, my true love.
It's 28. It's 28 episodes in. I think it's finally starting to set into me how frustrating Chris is.
The miswiring of autism. You made me forget.
What year was this? 2015? This is 2016, I believe. Actually, let's take a look at the date. Because this is uploaded on Chris's channel, so... Oh, yep, it was late 2015, actually.
Santa baby gave to her last year.
Excuse me, can you say that one more time, please? Can you say that one more time?
But your love gave to me a share of the platinum mine. Santa baby gave to her last year.
A share of a star platinum mine that Santa baby Oh no. Man, like I didn't do that. My computer was just like, it's broken. I've never seen that error message before. Oh my god. Chris really needs to stop talking about trans shit. Yeah, he does. Because he doesn't know what he's talking about, and it's honestly just a little bit disrespectful. Like, I'll joke about just about anything, but I mean, like, at a certain point, you just gotta step back and realize you're being a piece of shit. Did you get my email, Tony? Yes, I did. I did read your email, zombie boy.
Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 million yen and a big fat hen. 10 million yen and a big fat hen. 10 million yen and a big
A lot of people ask me, Tony, what are some of the worst Christian videos? They're honestly the newer ones. The newer ones are just obnoxious, but not in like an enjoyable way. This just makes me want to die.
And on the 12th day of Christmas, although it may seem strange,
bizarre adventure.
on the 12th day of Christmas, I'm going to exchange. 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords
fuck
singing,
off.
9 ladies dancing, 8 maids of milk, and 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying,
No.
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge.
Alright, so I'm gonna save you guys the trouble of listening to Chris do this, and now what I'm going to do is, this is now an eating stream. We're done with Christian for the day. I'm gonna eat a chocolate turkey instead, so let me just open this right quick. I bit into the wrapper to open the turkey, and I just smell chocolate. This is a chocolate turkey given to me by my friend Stefan. He just handed it to me, so I'm just gonna eat this as uncomfortably into the microphone as I can. Please enjoy this instead of, like, please take solace in knowing this. Okay, well, I ate the whole fucking thing in one go. If you're wondering how big that was, it was about the size of a baby's fist. Maybe a little bit bigger. That's good shit. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate, but fuck me if that turkey wasn't delicious. Alright. So, I gotta be honest with you guys. That was less for you and more for me. Just give me a few seconds away from Christian here. God damn, was that turkey delicious. I don't eat on stream, but only when I do.
Get a pear tree. I might have more.
This is how you suck dick.
Hits in the next few days before Christmas of 2015. That's still to be determined. Donations are still greatly appreciated, and I still welcome more orders. Figures and everything.
Now we know how Daddy eats
Christmas
pussy.
Day, donations of
You bet, kid.
$100 or greater get
That's how I eat it, like I eat a chocolate turkey, if you know what I'm
No,
saying.
I can't guarantee before Christmas delivery. All donations are greatly appreciated. And but unfortunately, I cannot
I suck dick very noisily because apparently that's hot.
The options are now there on my
Are you asking, like, is that a question? Are you asking me if, like, that's, like, why people find that attractive? I can give you a breakdown on why if you'd like.
It's got a big old blue background, yellow layers, yellow letters. Donation.
Where's my water? I don't have my standby water.
Thank you. Have a good, safe day.
Where the fuck did I put it? No, here it is.
Hello, happy day, fun day. Very good day so far. We got the shirt in the mail, whoever bought it. Thank you, this is really nice. I like this. I like this.
Cosmic Rainboom.
Nice. Boom, boom. Nice.
Boom me, Daddy.
Another shirt that came in recently also. Alright. Princess Celestia. That made me smile, but then I hate internet memes. Push it goes the hell.
Huh. Oh, it's funny. Chris says he hates internet memes, but he actually asks people to make him into memes on purpose.
Anyway.
Excuse me, what was that? Somebody wrote in my chat in all caps? Tell me why the loud dick sucking is hot. Oh, okay. Well. Oh, God. I'm gonna vomit up that turkey. Alright, I'll give you like a breakdown. Because people have always wondered this. I've had conversations with my friends about this. They always ask me, Tony, why is that attractive? Like, you're a guy, can you give us an answer? And here's my answer as to why. My guess is because you're being so noisy about it, like, it shows that you're trying, and, like, you're into it, which makes it good for the guy, I guess. Like, imagine, like, you're just doing it and not making any sounds and not really trying. That's a complete turnoff, because nothing is more unattractive than not giving a shit. And that's my reasoning for it. That's what I've always said. So
I'll be definitely drawing that facial expression up later.
I'm sure that makes sense. That should make sense.
Christmas tune that somebody could put music to.
Oh my god, what is YouTube doing? Okay, it fixed itself, thank god.
Right.
Sex ed talk with Daddy Tony. Let me tell you, if you want the boys to love you, ladies, give them a chocolate turkey. They love it. It's a fact.
Jungle bells,
Tony, did you know that Sonichu is a Pokemon? Yes, we've talked about it before.
Jungle bells, jungle all the way.
I hate Christmas music. I fucking hate Christmas music so much. File this stream under educational, boy. Oh, you bet. Out of all the holiday seasons of the year, the environment of Christmas is one of my least favorite. I don't like the merry cheer, I don't like the bright colors, I don't like the music, I fucking hate Christmas music. It is the same songs every goddamn year for 3 months in a row, for 3 fucking months in a row, and it never changes, and it's fucking obnoxious.
Donations still appreciated very much.
God, that is a phone case made of duct tape.
I can't try to get
Jesus.
Oldest orders out before.
I'm much more of a Halloween kind of boy.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Tony, are you the Grinch? I am the actual real-life Grinch that 4chan based their organization off of. The Grinch in a Mask. That's me.
So we're going right to my home again, and
Tony, don't be a Grinch. Listen, like, I love the actual day of Christmas. I love the spirit of, like, giving things to people and making them happy, because I am a great gift giver. But I fucking hate the environment surrounding Christmas. That's, you know.
I'll do a video request and shout out.
Why is he big and red?
To anybody on my request.
Don't lean on that table, Chris. It's gonna fall over.
So here's a sample. Hello, Jane Doe. What you know?
You know, Chris, for someone in massive debt, you sure got a big television over there. Because that's a bigger TV than the one I have, actually. My God. Are you guys telling me you wouldn't want to sit on his lap? Imagine, Chris is in the mall, right? Okay, imagine. Let me hit you down with a straight story, boys. Really, really close your eyes and just imagine this. Imagine you're 6 years old and your parents bring you to the mall and they're like, hey, there's Santa Claus at the mall. And if you sit on his lap, you will take a picture with you and you can tell him what you want for Christmas and he'll bring it. And you're like, wow, that sounds really great. And you wait in line and there's so many people like in the way that you can't see Santa Claus. And finally you get to the front of the line and an elf dressed as Sonic the Hedgehog but yellow and also kind of Pikachu walks up and says, hey, I'm gonna take you to Father Claus. Father Claus. And you're like, oh, okay. So you grab his hand and he brings you into the back room, and sitting on a pile of cardboard boxes is this specimen of a Claus. And he says, come closer. And you're like, I don't really want to, but you do it anyway. And you sit right on his lap. And as soon as you sit on his leg, it causes a reaction, right? The fluids from you sitting on his leg, like, push in, and you can hear some sort of pus leaking out from his crotch, but you don't really want to think about that because you're 6. And Chris whispers into your ear, so what do you want for Christmas Day? And you think about it, and the only thing you're thinking about is you want to leave. You don't want to be there. You want that you want that to end. You don't want to sit on this thing's lap anymore because it smells like rotten watermelons. It smells like rotten watermelons, your older sister's Britney Spears perfume that she wore after fucking her boyfriend in your room. And you just want to leave. And the thing that you asked Christian for your birthday is to leave. And at that point, Chris says that you can never leave. And he grabs you, shrinks you down, and puts you into his taint gash, where you are forced to work in the pleasure mines for all eternity. You get a tiny pickaxe because inside of this mine, in this cavern, is a small purple creature that looks much like the elf that led you into that back room. And he says, you're here for all eternity. Hands you a pickaxe, and you have to mine the pleasure mines for the rest of your life. Every time you strike a pus-filled nodule within that gash, you can hear a giddy giggle from Chris. You can hear it outside. You can hear it. It's like... You can hear that every time you strike one of these nodules. And once you've struck them enough, pus oozes out. And you think about and that pus seeps out through the front door of the cavern, past the guards, past the big red muscular guard with no tail. And it just oozes out. And you think about jumping into that pus to end your suffering. And you realize that you finally realize that Christmas is probably the worst holiday ever. Why do I do this? Why do I do this to people?
Y'all, on Thursday, or if not then Saturday, so
Oh my god.
don't get
Tony, what the fuck?
Okay, well, yeah, you can put.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
Of having complete song.
Tony, you're fucking vile.
The song lyrics I parody with, so it's like you could do this.
Uh.
It's lovely for the first day ride together with lovely weather.
There's actually a reason for Chris singing that. If you guys think back to the Sonichu comics, he says that he's going to marry a woman in the future named Lovely Weather. The only reason he thinks Lovely Weather is a good name is because Chris sings this song on repeat. What he does is say, it's lovely weather, go sleigh ride with lovely weather, and he just does that incessantly, non-stop. That's an actual thing he does, which is why he believes Lovely Weather is clever. He thinks that's very clever. It is not. It's bad. Tony, you come up with the same kind of lolcow horror stories that I come up with. It's my entire life at this point. Of course, if you're a boy, he doesn't do this. He'd never put a male in his unclit. Excuse me? Oh, I forgot. We're at the part where Chris talks about Donald Trump now. Oh, I forgot about that.
The Trump, the Grinch, and the seasick crocodile. I'd still stick with the seasick crocodile.
Man, his tune is on point.
I'm not falling for you.
Do I have more food I can eat? Like, uncomfortably? Like, do I have anything squishy in my room? Let me look around real quick.
Your choice. Either I can have publicly live or leave it
I
unlisted.
mean, I've got leftover pasta I could heat up and then eat that, but
And you have a good day.
that's too much effort.
Here is a special Christmas.
Tony, can you talk about Christian's current financial situation? Yes, I can. I can actually pull up numbers for you. We are at the end of the stream, actually. So I'm gonna pull that up for you. Let's see. You know what? Let's just go to the quickie and see if it's there. The financial crisis, that's what it is. Alright, so there's actually numbers for this. Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, Chris is currently in debt. He has not paid the mortgage for a very long time. And, which is why Chris has a Patreon now. Let's go to that, too. Actually, I can open that straight from the quickie up here. Just go to Patreon. Let's actually talk about this now. We'll talk about it later when we actually get to Chris's Patreon videos, but you guys asked, so I'll talk about it now. So Chris has a Patreon, for those of you who don't know, which is hilarious, because I also have a Patreon, so I get to compare the two of our Patreons, which is hilarious. My Patreon has $94, because I have the best Patreon people in the world, and Chris has $61. So I feel like I'm doing alright. But, yeah. It's funny, I don't have a video for my Patreon. And I keep getting emails from Patreon. They're like, hey, bud, we noticed you don't have a video. And did you know that videos increase your revenue by 3,000%? And I'm like, no. But Chris has a video, so I guess he's got that on me. So Chris has a Patreon now, and essentially, here is the lowest tier. Let me open mine up again. Here's the lowest tier of donation. $500. The lowest tier that you can give without just, like, giving money, like, for no rewards. To get a reward is essentially $500. Every Patreon ever has at least a $1 thing. If you get $1, then you get a special thing in my Discord, and you get to be in this channel. That's it, and that's where I post memes that nobody sees. Those are where the sneaky memes hide. But everybody has a fucking $1 pledge, like Jesus. His is $500 goddamn dollars. $500 goddamn dollars, and what do you get? Oh shit! He updated this since last time. Christ, this is actually astounding to me. I have not checked this in a little while. Oh boy. That's hilarious. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Why does it say $500 donation if it's a $50 reward? Now I'm getting confused. Okay, Chris has updated this since the last time I've looked at it. The last time I looked at it, Chris had a bunch of tiers that were like 5... Yeah, they're all the same fucking amount of money. And the only thing you would get was... Oh, he changed all of it too. Okay, originally what it used to say was Chris would add you on Skype and he would do... Here we go. Here we go. Can request one video that I will create maximum of 15 to 30 minutes. And he'd add you on Skype. And that was... These two things were like the only thing that you'd get for every single tier. That's what you'd get. That's what you get. It's insane. Let me try and read these comments. I want to see how astounded you guys are. What do I get if I pledge to your Patreons, Tony? I don't know, man. You get special stuff in the Discord. The person who has this one hasn't actually used it yet. If you pay $5, then you can go into this channel here and you can request a game for me to play. And I'll do it. I'll do it as long as it's not like something I don't own that's like $60 brand new. Like I have to own it probably, or it has to be cheap. And I'll play it. I'll pick one person. They haven't used theirs yet, the person who has this one. And I'll draw pictures and I'll buy you a random game. You can ask Kira. Kira's the first person who got stuff. I drew her a lovely Patreon picture. And I also bought her genital jousting. And I'm gonna mail her a bunch of random shit, so it's alright, it's pretty good. I'll pay $5 to force you to play SH3. Oh jeez. But yeah, Chris has updated this Patreon, so let's take a look here. One Skylander figure of myself, Christine Weston Chandler, playable in Skylanders Imaginators. Follow up. Allow up to 2 months time for the time of collecting your pledge and payment. Oh, that's interesting that Chris posts this here. This is interesting because for those of you who don't know, Chris actually has not done a lot of the things that he says he would. Ooh. Chris said that he would, like, make amiibos and, like, do things if you paid for his shit on eBay or Etsy. And Chris just didn't do a lot of his orders. He didn't do a lot of his orders, like, at all. So, it's funny that he added this 2 months thing, because he just didn't fucking do it. One Skylanders t-shirt of myself, one Skylanders card of myself. All of the above items will be autographed. The custom video, allow adding me onto their Skype, personalized song and video message. Could you just imagine, like, you're just having a bad day, you just call up Chris on Skype? Jesus Christ, am I gonna have to disable that? Oh, man. Some people just do it for funsies. Other people are actually doing it, but... okay. One Skylander card, yada yada. Oh, okay. This is just a bunch of Skylander shit. So... You just get Skylander stuff? That's really dumb. One 3D printed Skylander figure of myself. So is he gonna buy a Skylanders figure and then edit it, or is he gonna pay someone to make him in Skylanders? Because I don't think that's how that works. So let's take a look at his stretch goal. I wonder if he's edited that. Pay off all of my home's finances, including the mortgage and credit card, so I can feel better at peace of mind and less weight long time hanging over my head like many hippopotamuses, and will feel better able to draw, color, create, and so forth my very own Sonichu and Rosachu. Yes, Chris is aware that people will give him money just for Sonichu. He is very aware. Chris is very fucking aware that people will give him money if he promises them Sonichu. The funny thing is that people like me have realized that Chris just won't do it. Chris was paid over 400 days ago $1,000 to make a Sonichu comic, and he has yet to do it. I know that Chris will. If Chris was to receive $250,000 at once, I can guarantee you. I will bet $500,000 that he won't do it. That he won't make another Sonichu comic using that, after paying off his debts with that money. It's insane. Tony, will you really play the game if I pledge? I'm serious about this, Tony. It depends on the game, yeah. Basically how that works, how the $5 thing works, is that you get access to this, and you get access to this, which lets you suggest a game. Basically, if like 20 people are suggesting a game, I'm just gonna randomly pick one. Silent Hill 3. If I have it. I don't think I have it, but I probably could get it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna play it forever. That means I'll do like one stream of it. So, you'd have to suggest it like every month if you wanted me to finish. But, I've never played Silent Hill 3. Yeah, I'd play it, yeah. Silent Hill 3 isn't horrible. I mean, like, I'd even play a horrible game. So, yeah, I'm serious. That's how that works. I'd play that. So, what was I saying? Right, so, yeah. Let's actually take a look at Chris's finances here. This table summarizes various unpaid debts charged to credit cards and other owed amounts between Chris and Barb over the course of the financial crisis. Keep in mind that these are only the amounts found by the Christorians via Chris's Facebook post and Virginia District Court public records. Which means that there is even more. His Patreon does in fact say that he needs a minimum of $200,000. I think he's edited this. Yeah, this originally said when I looked at this when Chris had, like, originally posted it. He's since changed it, as I mentioned. This originally said he only needed $200,000. But the $50,000 was just extra for him to have to feel better about himself. So, yeah. That's really interesting. It's interesting to acknowledge that he, in fact, needs a minimum of $200,000 to pay off his debts. And we only know of 140,000, 139 really, if we're rounding properly. So let's see. There's PS4 purchases, 540 owed. There's Discover Bank court case, that's about 5,000. 3,000 for his payday loan. His mortgage is 115,000, and his Capital One court case is $16,000. Tony's $1,000 tier nudes. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, even, yeah, we'll get to that. The Box of Tea just wrote, even when he can live off of his drawing shitty comics, he still can't get off his lazy ass to pay off his debts. Yeah, that's the really interesting thing, is that Chris was making okay money from his amiibos, and, like, he could have made more had he actually tried. But eventually, making amiibos became too much of a job for Chris, and he just stopped. And he realized he could just get free donations or have Patreon and get shit for free. So, it's really dumb. So, here's Chris's toy expenses. These are things that I mostly already knew. Some of them are new, though. It's hilarious. I want you guys to read this. I want you to read this to yourselves out loud. Out loud. What does that say? Let me read it to you slowly. $425.88 for a single Ghostbusters Lego set. I am astounded. Let's actually look at the yeah, can we pull up the Quickie Farms link and take a look? Yep, there we go. Lego 77582.7 Ghostbusters Firehouse Headquarters, brand new sealed global shipping. He paid that amount of money for that. Could you imagine? Let me tell you, if I had that kind of money, if I had $425 just to blow right now, I can assure you it would go to two things. Buying food so I can eat, buying medication so I can live, because diabetic shit's expensive, and buying new shit for my computer so I can stream better games for you. That is what it would go to. And he spends it on a singular Lego set. Is that not astounding? Is that not absolutely mind-blowing to you? I'm not going to skip ahead, but I will tell you guys one thing. In Chris's newest video, I think, Chris says he needs more money and he's asking for people to, like, go on his Patreon and give him money. And the funny thing about that is that Chris, like, opens up his arms and points at the Lego around him, and he says, "And no, guys, I can't sell this Lego, so don't even say that in the comments, because that's what everybody says." And this is why I don't believe in giving Chris money, because he's entirely aware. He's entirely aware of what he's doing. He just acts like he isn't. I think that's a pretty good way to close. Let's open up some fan art. You guys can open up some fan art and put some in. So please post fan art if you have not already, and I will show it. That is... Oh, somebody drew sitting on Santa's lap. No. Oh, that's pretty funny though. Oh, that's great. You drew the elf as an elf. Like, you drew like a person in a suit. You didn't... you didn't just draw Sonic. That's good. I like that you didn't just draw Sonichu. That's actually funny. Did Chris ever thank D-Stex for his donation? He did not, as far as I know. I'm working on one for you and Stefan, Tony. That's exciting. But, I don't have fan art, but can I send it anyway? Send what? Did you write a comment I didn't see? Is making shitty comics a viable career now? Yes, it is. Making shitty art is actually a viable career. I'm not kidding. There's tons of people who do it. I don't believe in giving Chris money. I just don't. Super Crazy Crasher with tons of drawings. Let's open this shit up. Saw a lot of these when they were new. If you guys have things like music that you'd like to send, go ahead. As long as it's stuff that you've made. Fan art is basically like, you know, fan shit that you've made, so. Music, videos, etc. Magichan Sonichu. Yeah, Super Crazy Crasher is on my Discord a lot, and they do a lot of drawings of people in the chat, and redesigns of Sonichu characters. And he's good. This tail reminds me of Tron. You know what this character looks like? I don't know if you're gonna take this as an insult, but you shouldn't. It reminds me of a Kingdom Hearts character from the Tron level, which is a good thing because that's like the best level in Kingdom Hearts, arguably. But is he eating? Is he eating ramen? Oh my god, he is. Punchy's eating ramen. That's hilarious. I love that. I like how you made his eyes kind of squinty too. I also like that. The armbands are kind of neat. I don't know how I feel about the armbands. Because you didn't put armbands on any of the... Like, you didn't put, like, a quick thing on anyone else. I don't know how I feel about it. But I do love the shoes. The shoes and the ramen, top tier. Kingdom Hearts is fantastic. It is fantastic. It's good. Venom Chris. Yeah. This is a person on my Discord. This is what I meant when I say that he draws pictures of people in the chat. Yeah, he drew a picture of somebody from my Discord. They're in the chat right now, actually. It's a Wild person. Goes by the handle of Venom Chris on my Discord sometimes. So let me see what other fan art we've got. Ooh, what is this? Angelica notes, I tried making her not look like an abomination. Chris never gave her a tail for some reason. Are the wings her tail? Get your shit together, Chris. Yeah, I've always noticed that Angelica never had a tail, and I thought that was just because she had wings. I always found that really weird. It was strange. I just I just don't get it. I thought I just heard something in my dorm. I'm trying really hard to listen right now. I thought I just heard somebody yell in my dorm. I think I'm going insane. I think I'm actually going insane right now. But yeah, this is really nice. Not look like an abomination. You did a good job. I like the hair especially. The hair is really nice. I like the ears too. They look like bat ears. It looks like rouge, kinda. And I like rouge, so that's nice. But Angelica's still a garbage character. So let me see, what else? Some Sonichu OC. But did you just scribble a dick? Did you just scribble a dick? Alright, well I'm gonna show it anyway. It's a big old dick. Did you learn your art from me, Skeletor? Is that... Did you take inspiration from my drawing streams where I just draw boners on everything? Also, what is this? Is that like an elbow pad over here, or is that just like a bump? Either way, I like it. Still a better stream than DSP Gaming. I appreciate it. Wow, look at this kid. Didn't even take the time to crop. Didn't even take the time to edit it, to make it, you know... Oh, why did it just open twice? Didn't even take the time to make its own thing. Come on, man. No, but seriously. That's a good Sonic. That's really good. He looks nice. He looks so happy. I don't know what it is about this, but he just looks... He looks happy, and that makes me happy. It's nice. Alright, let's see. What else do we got here? Ooh, Lucky is in this one. Oh, you drew Lucky in his sweater, too. Lucky loves his sweater. If you guys haven't seen, I have a dog named Lucky, and he loves sweaters. I post pictures of him in the Discord sometimes. Tony, are you gonna be streaming after this stream? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if I will. I don't want to promise anything. Today's a very busy day. I do have one final left to do, so fuck Christmas. Oh man, Lucky's great. He's a top tier pupper. Lucky loves wearing clothes, and he loves Christmas because he loves wearing Christmas clothes. So, yeah, I think that's a good place to end. That, let me tell you, Chris, I'm dying. Chris's Patreon, my god. I don't get it. I don't get why it says 500 donation, but it's 50. And then it says 50 underneath that. I feel like he made a typo. I don't know what happened. Faster creation recovery. It's basically, it's just a lie, guys. It's just a promise that you'll get more Sonichu, but you won't. I'm sorry to, you know, break your hearts, but that's really how it is. So I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you guys for joining me on this one. You guys have a lovely rest of your weekend.